Alrighty, we are now recording. We are now recording the 55th streak game, assuming I can win. Like a madman, I have started as a PaWn Wanderer. Actually, I think my audio might be a little bit low. Let me yeah, they lazily didn't even bother to change the centaur tile. Give me 1 second. It's really cool that I immediately run into technical issues, but maybe yeah, it is low. There we go. That is the volume that I typically do this at. Sorry about the quietness, my friends. Be interesting to see a streak run and how you play it differently. Well, we'll see if I can remember how to do this. Especially, I started out on a very hard combo. Let's take away the little setup screen here. Alrighty. Alrighty, what are we doing here? PaWn Wanderer. Press enter. So we've got both a bad start and a good start already in terms of the way that that the layout is, the starter vault. First of all, we have 2 scrolls. That is great. Just sitting on the ground, and we don't risk any shaft traps or anything because Ebering's dumb explore trap thing doesn't happen if you don't reveal any new tiles. Yeah, Zot 6000. There's no food anymore. 0.26 is super duper dumb. I guess I like the fact that there's a little tooltip now that tells you what it is, but yeah, basically if I spend 6,000 turns on this floor, I just die instantly. It's really dumb. But there's no food anymore, so I suppose there's that. Let's take a look at our skills. We've started with 0 fighting. That's pretty awful. We started with 2.4 maces and flails, 1.1 axes, 1.0 polearms, 2.4 staves. We have a quarterstaff, which is great. Curiously, we've started with a dagger and a kite shield. Hey, thank you, Frog Wizard. Don't forget to buy my book at rosecrypto.com, bro. Yeah, it's kind of weird that we've started with 2 weapons. I can't complain about the shield. And I can't complain about the +2 leather armor. That's actually quite good because we've started with 2 stealth, despite our -3 aptitude, which is exactly what I usually go for. A kite shield, like a medium shield. It used to be called a medium shield, now they're calling it a kite shield. I'm probably just going to call them medium shields from now on. Oh, I see what you're doing. Haha, very funny. We are, I believe, considered large. So yeah, we only need 15. We only need 9 skill rather than 15 to remove the penalties. So we'll be using that shield eventually. Good stuff. Let me just test something. We're gonna press star and press to the right. So we swing at 1.2. Nevertheless, I would assume that it is optimal for me to use this quarterstaff rather than the dagger for the time being. Wow, that is a 3 stack of scrolls. I hope it's a good one. Let's pick up these bolts. Let's pick up that. So we have a 3 stack of scrolls, and we have another scroll. We have rolling charge immediately. Let's take a look at this. I honestly haven't used it other than testing it like 1 time on a throwaway account. The more momentum will be added to force you to strike. You roll with sufficient speed to dodge traps and harmful terrain along the way, but not at your destination. I believe this does extra damage. 3 scrolls of random uselessness. Don't meme me. Don't start out by memeing me, bro. Let's look at our mutations. So we start with brown scales. That's pretty sick. I start with Sinv. Armor fits poorly. That blows, but whatever. I have a long armored tail. What does that do? Is that an extra ox attack? Jackal pack. Don't say that, bro. All right, we'll open up. Okay, great. This is already wonderful. We have a place we can run around. As long as it's not something that's amphibious, we can use this water. We can use this water to run things around. This vault is horrible, by the way. Well, it's really not bad, because you know. What's up, doesn't he? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm doing a favor for Man by joining his team and streaking. I've had shit outside that door. Well, that would be unpleasant if there was a lot of stuff here, but there isn't. No, they're so lazy they just didn't even bother to change it. So I'm just a centaur like wearing an armadillo suit, I guess. Yeah, it's literally just the centaur tile. It's so dumb. They're so lazy. Why did they do this? Okay, that is a hobgobbo. He can do 5 damage. Technically, he can do 10 because I can attack very slowly with this quarterstaff. We're just gonna take a step back and we're gonna wait a little bit. Uh-oh, he shouted. We heard a hiss, which I think is probably the lizard. And he can go into the water. Okay, we just beat the hell out of both of them. We are training fighting, by the way, because we have none of it and the cost is only 1.0. Well, you see, Pleasing Fungus thinks he's the smartest developer in the world. And he thinks, like, it's so clever, like, oh my god, I'm so original, I made an armadillo man race. That's way more interesting than centaurs. No, it's supposed to be like an armadillo man. Okay, that's gold, I don't care about gold. We have 2 downstairs now, which is kind of cool if I need to escape. Oh my god. Okay, that's not great. Okay, the rats are okay. We've just run into a few too many of these dudes. Let's move like this so that other goblin, the hobgoblin, doesn't see me. This fella can do 4 plus club is 5 minus 2 because of the way the code works. He can do 14 damage to me if he hits twice. We're just going to chill out. We're going to fight him. Okay, we win. Good. Fighting is level 1. I'm sure Versari are already seeing some differences between the way that I play in non-streak games. Armans? What are you talking about? Oh, that's that would be a hilarious name for these guys. What should we train? Should we train fighting past 1? Let's... Armen. Excuse me, that's very sexist. There are also women. Thank you very much. Amen and a women. I think that fighting is probably still the way to go. Our folk. You know, that is the way that D&D went. They had like stuff like goat folk and stuff in 3.5. I was okay with that. Goat folk sounds pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, so I'm going to try to avoid training staves if I can, although we really do need to get this up at faster than 1 speed. It's just we have this shield, this medium shield waiting for us, you know? Hopefully we find something worth switching to. The +0 dagger is not quite it, but see what we can do. I'll keep training fighting. At least a 2. Because the cost is still only 2. That's less than staves. We're going to have to accept that we're a little bit slow. Hack devs. Not to be confused with NetHack devs. Just actual hacks. Okay, so I discovered something kind of funny. Just in theory crafting. Hey, come on, Mr. Bat. Would you come to me, please? So, this rolling charge lets me sort of blink to something, right? It occurred to me that it's technically optimal to have a bat follow you around for a really long time. And by a long time, I mean forever. And then use the rolling charge to actually jump away from whatever you're fighting if you have a problem. That is the optimal play. Oh, it's incredibly lazy, and it doesn't make sense because they certainly have artist guys on staff, you know. They just don't give a shit anymore, man. All right, but check this out. This is how the rolling charge works. I jump up. Looks like that makes a good amount of noise, so I probably don't want to casually use that again. It says that we missed though, which is unpleasant. Is there anything stopping me from charging repeatedly? Next version bats will be removed. There doesn't seem to be anything stopping me except for the fact that, oh my god, that made 3 shouts. Yeah, let's stop using that. Need to manage your food. Ha ha ha. Oh, there's no exhaustion happening. Let's reveal this stuff. Okay, it's actually a dead end. Okay, we officially have a problem. Conductor, we have a problem. 2 guys with weapons. I think I can dash over the deep water. What I'm tempted to do is this. Okay, we kill him instantly. Do you get arrow shot from roll? No, I think it's at blink speed. It all takes all of 1 turn. I'm looking at the time that took, and it says it took 1.2, which is my attack speed. My centaur can just kite them. Okay, that is 4 plus dagger, which is 6. So he can do 8 damage. Technically, he can do 16 damage to me, less my GDR. He also has stones. We're going to have to just melee him and win, though. There wasn't really much of a choice there. I could have run away from him and run him out of stones, but I think with the quarterstaff, we were reasonably likely to just own him. Is there any reason for me not to just spam rolling charge? Are there any people who care about this game still and happen to know what the actual code behind rolling charge is? You lazy mother... It's not even in the LearnDB. Are you kidding me? Oh, Jesus. Okay, whatever. Okay. Yeah, centaurs are still in the game. Just NPC, centaurs only. Right, the double fighting speed centaurs. Okay, we've tested this. It looks like I cannot charge across the water. Interestingly, I can't even charge at him right now, despite the fact that... I don't know, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh yeah, 15 speed, right. Okay, we have a whole lot of scrolls now. I'm still not using them because I don't really feel like teleporting or anything like that. We'll use them at the end of this floor. We have 25 HP, which is pretty sick, I have to say. Rush forward to kill this guy instantly. We hear 1 shout. That's okay. That's the guy with the whip. The Zot counter scares me as well, my friend. I don't like it. Although comically, I bet you that in a world where hunger still existed, rolling charge would have a hunger cost and I wouldn't be able to spam it like I am. Hugh women. Hugh woman. Interesting. Hear a shout. I don't want that. Let's get out of here. Shit. How many stones do you have? You have no more stones left. Let's just melee then. I'm being a little bit of a madman spamming this ability with how loud it is. This floor must be packed with dudes because we're just not... We're not doing too much... we're not really making too much noise with it. It's not even the full bar. It's above half of the bar, but we just keep attracting stuff, so I should probably be a little more careful, but I'm pretty confident due to the fact that we have this column to dance around, you know? Well, there's no food cost, though, is the thing. That's the comedy. This race doesn't exist in a game with food. Okay, those are some stones for me to pick up. I'm the stone man now. To be honest, I kind of like luring things to me. And I may even, like, shout here a bit. Because the less tiles I reveal, the better. Because of the dumbass explore traps that are still in this game. Being shafted is the worst thing in the universe, and I sure don't want that to happen on my world record streak, do I? Not before I've leveled up sufficiently. By the way, we are level 2 fighting. Yeah, Frog Wizard. I remember the days of rods. They were pretty cool. Okay, we'll take fighting to 3, and then we'll probably start training staves. Maybe leapfrog it. I may be stuck with quarter staves for a little while, even though I don't want to be. I mean, we found a short sword, I suppose. It's really hard to not use a quarterstaff, though. They're just really good. How many stones you got? Well, Zot's a whole lot easier than it used to be. They took away the orb effect with regards to Like the orb effect still slows down teleporting, but you can see blink in there with the scroll now. The spell see blink doesn't exist. But the fact that you can use scrolls there now pretty much trivializes Zod, except for clown pies, which are just pure RNG. What's up, Split 76? How you doing, man? Does the Zot counter reset? I get another 6,000 turns or so every time I go down a floor. Every time I go to a new floor. So it's not really that punishing, to be honest. It's just like, I hate it because it's lurking in the background and there's really nothing you can do to slow it down. Zot will never be okay with pies. Well, it's the combination of pies and teleport traps, in my opinion. Look at this. We can just miss a whole lot of times, you know? Oh, I know. I agree entirely, Frog Wizard. Bro, this is wild. We have no potions on floor 1, but we have this many scrolls. Can you believe this? I mean, that's crazy. That's real good. We still haven't used any because I don't want to do it on a floor that's not fully explored. If that's a 3-stack of acquirement, that would be pretty wild, I have to admit. Quiver... Oh, ugh. You can quiver abilities now. Don't mess with my defaults, bro. Do you have rocks? Nope. Yeah, I don't, there's like a way to tab through, throwing and, well, you could always tab throwing if you had auto fight, throw on, but there's a way to tab abilities now. Even the menu text is lazy. I'm gonna press O like a madman on a streak and we have our first potion. I'll press O again, like a madman again. Oh shit. Come to me. Come to me, yes. You hear a shout, uh-oh. -2 dagger. Quivering 36 stones. Bro, you can't have that many stones, that's illegal. I wasn't expecting to actually be using the ability this many times, but if it does extra damage, I can't really complain. Kind of insta-giving these dudes. I gotta be a little more careful, though, because it is making noise. Alright, strength, intelligence, or dexterity. Well, I don't plan on casting any spells, so this is certainly going to be strength. Although, I guess I should have checked to see if I had spells in the library. We are a wanderer. It could have happened. I didn't even check that. I just assumed we didn't have any. Where are the apps? Here you go, buddy. They're quite bad. They're pretty much as bad as Centaur apps were, except no bows. We are just like a generic melee guy, essentially. If I wanted to, I suppose I could go necromancy, or I could do transmutations. You're probably gonna see me using stat form, to be honest with you. Ogre 2, pretty much. Ogre 2 with a funny ability. Okay, we just found another... You know, that's the stack of 3 that we found before. We just found another stack of 3 of that same scroll. So while it looks like it's probably fog, it could literally be anything because it was in a 3-stack each time. So it's kind of breaking the rule, I think, with regards to the usual ratios of things. So you can get an idea of what scrolls are by looking at how many you have. Like, you see a big number like that and you're like, wow, it's probably fog, it's probably teleport. I don't think we know what that is. I typically do 4 runes for Ser. I want to get as many treasure piles as possible, so I want to do vaults and slime. I could do more if I wanted to, but there's no really... There's no particularly good reason to. Six is remove curse. Yeah, but I found them both in 3 stacks. Two 3 stacks to get 6, so I think it could be anything if I'm understanding how this works. 6 acquirement. I think acquirement is turned off. Okay, let's pick up these sling bullets. There's nothing I want to pick up here other than that stuff. I am understanding correctly based. Okay, Okay, we're going to go down, and then we're going to read the scroll. It's identify. Okay, that's fine. Alrighty. Isn't it cool when the first potion you find is degen? Guess I'm glad I had identify. Imagine me drinking that. Because if I had run into Sigmund or something and I'm about to die and I'm just sucking down a potion, just imagine the sheer butthurt that would be available on the stream for the low, low price of $0. Okay. There's also a second potion you need to be worried about in mainline these days, which is way worse than degeneration. It's basically like a suicide potion. You really don't want to drink it. It's called Potion of Attraction, I believe. Yeah. Just pulls enemies right to you. Okay, so we have 2 fears, which is just absolutely amazing at this stage of the game. We have 2 fog, which is pretty good. We have an armor scroll, which, if I had an ox slot, I would use it. But I don't. I suppose I could use it on that shield, but I can't use the shield and the quarterstaff at the same time. Oh, it's worse than marking yourself in a way. It means that if an enemy is near you, it actually gets sucked up next to your character, and if you walk away, it just kind of automatically stays next to you and keeps attacking you, I believe. Oh, I'm pissed. Why do I have to have these horrid armadillo feet? Okay, there's a ring. Do we have remove curse? We do not. He shouts. We didn't hear anybody shout back, but just for optimal safety, we're going to make a whole bunch of noise and try to listen for shouting. No shouting happened. Optimal safety, we're going to chill out as close to the staircase as possible. And wow, there's our boy that we're always afraid of, the early game adder. Can this character beat an adder? Yes, but maybe not. Probably shouldn't have used my racial ability there. We have a fear scroll to get us out of the situation with the adder if things start going really badly. I'm going to swing and see if we kill this. One more time. Nope. Thank you, Mecher XOXO. Let's go up. Ordinarily, I try... Yeah, I can't kite the adder. I can fear him and then, like, go back up, is what I was saying. Ordinarily, I try to avoid stair dancing like this, and this is the reason. Now, thankfully, I have my 2 stealth, so we didn't wake these guys up. But imagine how shitty this would have been. Although, I'm tempted to boop him on the face, actually. And that might be in my best interest to go ahead and do that. Can I roll into him, though I'm next to him? No. We get a relatively guaranteed hit. 2% chance to evade my quarterstaff. Base damage of 10. We probably kill it in one hit. And I can fear if this starts to go badly. Okay, good, we got him. Pretty cool. Always rewarded for good play. Are we? Alright, let's take staves to let's take staves to 4. It's looking like I'm gonna be saddled with this quarterstaff for a while. I think at this point it's optimal to go ahead and take it to 4. Because if I do that, notice how I'm already hitting for 1.1 sometimes. I think if I take it to 4, that takes me to 1.0 all the time. It's at breakpoints of 2 levels where it's guaranteed to go down by 1. Just shouting on the staircase. I can see things coming from a mile away. No big deal. Notice we have 10,000 on the Zot clock now. Sorry, I'm not good enough to do the Leo strats. We could go Zen. That zombie really just doesn't want to come to us. There you go. Oh no, it's my gravestone. It's got my name on it. Alright, there's a potion. A black potion. We also have a scroll that's unidentified. We have an identify scroll to identify either of those things, and we have a ring. No, that is a legit strat. It really is. I think I should identify the potion. Yeah, we got haste. That's really, really good. That's a resource that'll get us through the early game. That'll help get us through the early game. Oh, I was gunning for these boots. But you know what? Guess what? I can't wear boots. So there's better armor on the floor, but I think for the time being it's actually better if I wear my leather. It's enchanted for one thing, which is more meaningful than usual since I'm getting half of the base armor anyway. And if I'm wearing leather and not the heavier stuff, I have a roughly 50% chance to just not be seen by most things at this level due to my 2 stealth. So, alrighty, we have haste, we have fear. I think we're going to duke it out with this fella here. We missed. Poisoned. If I get any more poisoned, we're going to fear. Okay, good. That was actually relatively close. Nope, not today, friend. Oh, hello. What are you doing up here? This has been a relatively comfy early game. I hope it stays that way. This isn't B-crawl, so I have no real punishments for stair dancing outside of more things showing up here that I didn't expect. Got another scroll. Very generous early game with the consumables. Super duper generous. That's just RNG, really. I mean, this is a crazy amount of consumables for D2. Hello, baby. Another scroll of fear and a TSO altar. You know, we could do this and then just swap to Zen or something. And that's pretty much a game, I guess, if you can get that online. Although I really, really hate playing Zen. Well, wait a minute. I don't hate playing Zen in the early game. Food's gone. There's no good reason. Yeah, wow. That is an enormous Zen buff, now that I think about it. That's an outrageous Zen buff. The one thing that makes Zen just horribly obnoxious to play in the early game is it's the fact that there's you know, there's a whole lot of food issues where you're like stopped from eating most food. So, and some of that piety actually goes and transfers. Actually, give me a second here. Is my audio sounding good still? I'm noticing that the little bar is like short again. Did I get quiet, or am I just imagining things? What is TSO's anger when you choose a different god? It doesn't exist. If you go from a good god, if you go from a good god to another good god, or a good god to a non-evil god, or a non-chaotic god, oh yeah, no, it is quieter than it used to be. I mean, if you guys are good with the volume, I'll just leave it how it is. I just realized when I fixed it earlier, I didn't actually fix it. But that's okay. We'll just have a quiet video, I guess, compared to usual. Take this back off. So yeah, Right, yeah, he drops Davis on you and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure, but it won't happen. I'm not going to go to an evil god. As long as I avoid stuff like Mocklab. Not playing music so I can hear you perfectly fine. Hey, that's good. Man, this is actually a tough choice. I guess we could go from... I guess there's no reason not to take it. Although, if I do it right now, all it is an evasion penalty. And then once I get a little bit of piety, it becomes... it goes higher. I guess it would deny me Redum Mule if I happen to find that altar. But otherwise, I mean, there's still plenty of great altars available, like Gozag's not evil, Okawaru's not evil. I guess Uskawa. I don't really want to go Uskawa, but I could. Then there's Zen, of course. But technically, all that TSO does for me right as I first get him is he makes a little shining light on my location. And makes my evasion suck. Later, after I kill a couple things or find a few new enemies, that brightness, that halo goes around me a little more, and other things have bad evasion too, but for the time being, it's really just a detriment. I don't think I'm going to do it. I think we need to continue having the amount of power that we have right now. I think this is a pretty strong place to be at the moment, but I don't want to make myself worse, basically. And we have so many consumables right now, I can do whatever I want. May lock us out of a free win. I doubt it. I mean, the thing is, there is some undead crap on this floor, like the skeleton, so we could have gotten piety pretty quickly, and that would have been handy. But I don't want to take more hits, basically. Yeah, we could have had the second level really quickly. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, no, that's one of the reasons why I'm avoiding it. Scroll of Identify. We have a lot of scrolls identified. Not too many potions, so we're going to do the potion. Turns out it's the crappy new school type of Potion of Brilliance. Pretty sure Ired or Kiku can show up on this layout too. Any altar can, I'm pretty sure, but it turns out we didn't get any. We'll find out, I guess, if not taking that altar was a mistake or not. I sure wish that we had Potion of Curing or Heal Wounds, man. This game could still go poorly in a bad direction, but we're doing very well. Is there any viability behind Gozag late game at all? Gozag is incredible at every single point of the game. Gozag is the best god in the game by far, especially in the late game, actually. I guess if you're doing extended TSO, edges him out, but yeah, Gozag's outrageous. It's that passive ability that's just really, really strong. They took away one of the things that makes Gozag the best god to pick from the beginning, which is they took away the immediate potion petition, which is pretty goddamn lame. They also mind-blowingly took away the Nemelex early deck, which I kind of understand nerfing Gozag because he was too strong, but Nemelex? I mean, Nemelex is like a whole crapshoot when you use him. They made Brilliance half MP cost. That is... Oh my god, that's dumb. I guess they had to... I didn't even see that. That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know who it is that thought Nemelex was overpowered. Let's go down. Okay, it's a sewer. I'm going to read one of these two scrolls. Oh no, it's teleport. Okay, we're going to go up. I'm going to go back down here. Okay, we have teleport available. I was hoping it was remove curse, so I could just identify it. What's magic map? Well, let's grab this stuff and then magic map. Nemelex probably was considered overpowered in the really early versions, but it was a completely different god. I should have thrown stuff at him as he was approaching me. Okay, I didn't need to magic map. See how I held off on magic mapping, and now we know where the... We already know where the swamp is. Or the sewer. Well, that's kind of cute that I can do that to worms. Walk back, charge at them, walk back, charge at them. Okay, we have level 4 staves. I think I just keep training fighting at this point. By the way, PaWn Tongas apparently have a +1 Invocations aptitude, so it might behoove me to take an Invocations God. Probably not, though. I hate making decisions based on that. Let me just make all the noise in the universe. There we go. Okay, can we win in a sewer? Is this a speed run? Yeah, I'm speed running. Absolutely. No, it's not a speed run. We're just streaking. This is part of the world record streak, actually. You'll note I'm playing on my real account in the 0.26 version of the game. Okay, let's go in. We have the resources to survive this horrible place, even if we get a bad layout. 3 fear, 1 haste. Pergy, yeah. Okay, this is the one, I think, with little hallways. Yeah. Mildly obnoxious, but we can make this work. Of course, if one adder fight goes badly, it's gonna be, I'm gonna have to use an enormous amount of resources to get away from it. I'm still afraid of adders, believe it or not. Oh, hello, you have a... Holy shit! That's a hand crossbow of freezing. I mean, that's radical. We don't have crossbow skill, but I don't want to be shot in the face with his ice gun. A Cuktar. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go up on this land yet. We're just going to chill out for a second. Wait. Then we're going to go up. Then we're going to wait. He's shooting at me. I'm going to run up at him. And we're going to melee him in the water. I bet you I'm not even slowed down by attacks in the water because I'm a big boy. Man, who needs skill when you have a +3 weapon? I mean, let's talk for a moment about exactly how busted crossbows are at the beginning of the game. Hand crossbows have a base damage of 12 and a base accuracy of 5. I look at demon blades. Hand crossbows are actually better weapons than demon blades. But yeah, I can just do this. Probably shouldn't be wasting bolts, I guess. Oops, you have a... You have darts. Hand crossbows are easy win. They really are. I'm probably not gonna train them because I just don't have to. Free lair, yeah. You queuing anything? Or quivering anything? Nope. Can we melee this guy and win? Probably, yeah. Just got a club. But yeah, even at -2 aptitude, it would be okay to train the crossbow. I just kind of don't want to. Then again, if we find Okawaru... That's a dagger of venom. I need to be more careful. Shit. Shit. Okay, that's red poison. We have to fear him. This is incredibly bad, basically. Because I don't have curing, so I could just be instantly killed, basically. So I rolled the dice there in a way that I really shouldn't have. It's just that he can do so much poison damage to me so quickly. So we're going to run away. The big kobold starts to cry. Good. He deserves it. We don't have blinking. We do have telly. Can I just get him to run off for a while? I guess this is only yellow poison, actually. Can I just rest and reset this fight? Yes, okay, good. Next time we'll use our crossbow like we're supposed to. Where could he be? Okay, no. We want you to at least walk over some shallow water. Come get me, bro. He heard me. This would be a reasonably ideal spot. I have 5,000 turns that I can sit here and shout. Don't think I won't do it. Oh my god. Maybe I won't. I like how I heard a shout back. Hate shouts. I see. Nice. Nice. The AI hates this particular layout and will just kind of walk backwards if you start shooting stuff at them. Here it is, baby. The weapon of mastery. The dagger of venom. The one item you need to cleanly get through the mid-game. What was that, movement? It does that all the time. It's where it's like there's like a piece, if there's a obstructing hall or a obstructing wall sort of here-ish, and they're over here and you start shooting at them, they'll do stupid shit. I can't explain exactly how it works. I just know that if you're shooting them from the right angle, for some reason they just walk away from you. I didn't know for sure that was going to happen. I just had an idea that it would because it just kind of does that in places that look like that. I really couldn't tell you why. It's like they think they can't get to you for some reason. I don't know. Alrighty. We're flying to victory now. It's probably time to start training some shields. Trying to block line of fire badly. Maybe. We should have the crossbow equipped. Shouldn't waste it on dumb things, though. Actually, we'll just have the dagger equipped. I'll be lazy. Whoa, I just owed a lot. Oh, hello. That is Rue. You know, I really don't like going Rue. He's very powerful, but I have found that 9 times out of 10, I end up doing something like taking Artifice, Sacrifice, and I just end up making my endgame difficult for the sake of having a pretty easy mid-game. Rue is strong, there's no question about it, but because this character is so powerful, I think I have the luxury of just kind of dicking around until I get my absolute ideal god, which of course is Gozag. Just don't take Artifice. Well, the problem is that they've set it up in such a way that you end up having to take really, really obnoxious sacrifices no matter what you do. Like, you're gonna have to lose a hand, or you're gonna have to lose Artifice, or you're gonna have to take like a million tiny little sacrifices. However, yes, there is literally no reason not to join the religion just to see what the first sacrifice is. Because there is no wrath. So you always take Rue when you find him, if you haven't gotten a god yet. I'm continuing to identify potions because I really would like to have curing so that if I get super poisoned, I don't just instantly die. Well, that's interesting. Hello, bro. Stormy altar of Kazla. We found our god, guys. Best streaker god. Huh. Well, we're not going to melee him with the Dagger of Venom, that's for sure. Don't have any Wands of Flame or anything. Don't have anything to throw at him except for stones. We're going up. He's not exactly a floor skip, but we don't really have the tools required to conveniently beat him unless we just roll well with this crossbow, which could happen. All of them have to be Gozag, or I'll go into withdrawal. It doesn't have to be Gozag, I can't help it that Gozag's really good. Well, he hits for 25 damage, you know, and he can spam Pain and Torment, and trust me, he could ruin my day. Of course, you can just kind of turn him into a joke if you have Wand of Flame, kind of kill him instantly. Well, he has haste, but he starts out slow, so that's really not that bad. Dagger of Venom, I have no fear of adders. Hello! Quivering 18 arrows. You now curl defensively after being hit. I read about this. Apparently, apparently we get like a weird protection brand where if they hit us, then we get like 7 AC, which is pretty sick. Speaking of sick, we have found the temple. Wow, like an armadillo, soy face! Yes, exactly like that. We didn't get our first sacrifice. And that's okay. Okay, well there's Gozag. And there's Okawaru. Honorable mentions, Fedhas and Trog. And Zen. And Che if I wanted to meme, but we're on a streak, so I'm not going to fool around. I think that because I did most of my streak games on Gozag, we should probably just pick Gozag, especially since while Oka would let us stick with the hand crossbow of freezing for the rest of the game, you better believe I don't want to do that, so. Okay. Yeah, if I had ranged aptitudes, if I wasn't -2, then we might consider differently, but as it stands... Oh, Kiku would have been an okay choice for this species if I had a little more intelligence, because they actually have 0 necromancy aptitude, so that would have been an auto win as well with perfect play. But yeah, I'm not going to turn down Gozag. We immediately get a huge amount of power. Hey, there's our heal wounds. 2 enchant armors now. Kiku's very tedious. A bunch of jewelry I don't feel safe wearing because I don't have Remove Curse. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Is this like a real orc pack? I don't see any priests or wizards. 7 scrolls of teleportation by D4. That's outrageous, man. Really good. Yeah, the freezing hand crossbow is just ridiculous. Okay, this layout is really, really obnoxious for dealing with Mr. Mummy, okay? I have to say. I wish he would... Oh, see? This is what I didn't want to happen. That's exactly what I didn't want to deal with. Can't think of any layer it doesn't trivialize, yeah. Yeah, if you walk into the wizard, yeah, you'll just die, but... See, we can kill him, look, this is... Shit. I shouldn't have done this. I mean, if I hit him, he dies, but... We're gonna read Telly. Never mind, we got him. I'll go up. It was a defensive telly just in case things went badly, because I could have just missed with the crossbows over and over. Basically, I got really greedy there, and I had to spend a resource to make it totally safe again. That was my bad. I don't feel bad about using that telly, though, once I was in the situation. We still have 6. Let's just try to not have that happen again. Pull this fella up. He can do an awful lot of damage to me. Okay, he is proceeding to do an awful lot of damage to me, but he is the same speed as me, so I don't give a shit. We might just leave him here, to be honest. He's not worth enough experience. You can beat him. Look, he only does 5 plus 15, so 20 damage maximum. You can beat him. We just kind of needed a better weapon. The crossbow would have worked. Actually, I'm not going to hunt him down. I'm just going to go down and... Whoops. Just going to do this floor. The big problem is he's resistant to poison, so... Yeah. Well, I'm saying the crossbow would have... It just has enough base damage that he just dies. Alright, so they ruined PaWn. You're not allowed to have human slaves in the game, I guess, for political reasons, so instead he is a demon slaver now, for some reason, I guess. But yeah, this guy has a whip of electrocution. We would rather not be in melee with him if we can avoid it. However, we can kill him really, really quickly if we just hit with some of these. Is there any feature in the update you are supportive of? What did they give Kobold's Night Stalker? I do like that. I can't think of anything else. I'm sure there's something. The Triforce of Noob Power? Yeah, there's no Draining Dagger yet. But yeah, this is the Triforce of Noob Power. Pull him up by himself. If he starts doing damage to me, like a lot of damage, we can just walk away. We're getting very unlucky with attacking him. There we go. Hey, we tail slapped him right in the face. Honestly, I like my Dagger of Venom more than I like the Whip of Electrocution, which sounds like a weird thing to say. But first of all, this is enchanted, and secondly, it's just more reliable. DCSS is Billy Harrington. Yes. Ruined. Hello, are you resistant to poison? No, you're not. Despite being a demon. Another one of these guys? Come on. There we go. It's getting dabbed on. Finna get dabbed on. Hello! What's up, douchebag? 50% paralyze. Yeah, it's okay when a fictional woman is doing it, I guess. Well, as far as I know, we don't have lignification. Which is the only way to safely defeat Mr. Grinder. And we don't have the cash for a potion petition yet because it's no longer free, as I said, for the first one. This is a floor skip. Oh, hello. This is a double floor skip. What's up, friend? Yeah, it's trying to tell me not to be on this floor. Okay, there's the downstairs, but there is Sigmund. Maybe we just shout and start shooting, and maybe we can get like a ranged kill on Sigmund. I wish we had curing to turn off the inevitable confuse. I suppose I could just fear him and then walk to the staircase, but that's a little bit goofy. I mean, we can do this thing. Imagine if we dove past Mummy Mans. Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't dive past him. Because you know that this crap can happen. If you don't have to dive, you really shouldn't. I'm being a bit greedy, perhaps, by not enchanting up my shield right now. God, we have 74 gold, or excuse me, 74 HP, though. I mean, we are really, really beefy. It's going to be hard for him to kill me very quickly, you know? He's right there. He just can't. He actually snuck around this dickhead AI. He snuck around. All right, so he could do 23 damage to me maximum. Yes, yes, outplayed indeed. It's actually twice that because it's actually twice that. Because I don't attack with this thing very quickly. But look how quickly we can kill him. There we go. 2 shots, he's dead. No crossbow training, just gutted. You know? I don't have the cojones to do that to Grinder, though. First of all, Grinder is resistant to cold. Very resistant to cold, so the extra damage we're getting wouldn't really be much. Secondly, I could be paralyzed at any moment, it would just be kind of bad. Let's use this 2-stack here. Enchant weapon. Well, now we have an interesting choice to make. It's probably the dagger, but it's hard to turn down training the hand crossbow. Or enchanting it, rather. It's just we could run out of bolts. We're already getting kind of low. And I'm not really gonna... Well, we're not gonna use the other enchant weapon. We're doing so well we don't need to. It's the dagger. Yeah, exactly. Rogue Shenanigans. The accuracy bonus is huge. By the way, I've been training shields. Pretty soon we're going to be totally good to go there. Let's just pull these guys, all of them. I was really hoping that scroll, that 2-scroll pile, I'm really hoping that would be remove curse, because I'm hoping that one of these rings is magic resist, and I just don't have the I don't have the courage to wear that crap without you know, without having an ability to take it off. And there's a whole lot of scrolls not yet identified. Nope, I don't mean willpower. I mean magic resist, and I will continue calling it that forever. Just like I still call the Sword of Jihad, and so on and so forth. This is a very stacked boy, I have to admit, although he's got his own challenges to work through because of Grinder on this floor, and then this wizard as well. He just shot a throw flame at me. Does that mean there's no confuse on the table? Nope, there's confuse on the table. Oh, that's a hound zombie. We gotta leave. I can't risk being perma-confused next to the hound zombie. Should I magic map, maybe? Get my ass to a downstairs staircase? Maybe. 6 telly, heal wounds, we're good. We're good. If we run into Grinder again, we're good. We can get out of here. Hey, there's Ash and Zari. Give me scroll. Tally traps. Now let's bail on this floor again. Hello. It's PaWn and his girlfriend. Yeah. Okay, we want to kill PaWn first, make her berserk, and then go back upstairs, unless something has changed. Got him. 21 bolts left. We really are using them willy-nilly. However, it says there's 22 further in a pile, so I think there's a nice stack on this floor somewhere. Not there. Oh no, those are just a bunch of bolts that I've shot. I guess maybe, yeah, over there, perhaps. Help me, step bro, I'm stuck in the shaft. Uh-oh, Kelby's starting to lag, my friends. It's no good. I've never seen lag on this server before, but here we are. Maybe I'm being DDoSed by my enemies. But yeah, let's be a little more conservative. It's always good to be more conservative, right? But this time I'm talking about being conservative with my crossbow bolts, which we have been using a little too much. Hello, Irie, how you doing? Alright, there's Divessa. Oh shit, I need to be more careful. These gentlemen could have nets. He's using this frog wizard. I see. Did you just... You just drank a might potion. I'm mad. I'm mad because that could have been my might potion. However, that means might is identified, so... We're going to make sure we remember that. By making little annotations, or excuse me, inscriptions. Speaking of inscriptions, just make sure we properly advertise. So that is a really sick scimitar for the early game. It is a source of RN+, which would be kind of handy versus Grinder. It's Vorpal, which is not bad. It's RF++, which could be handy. The strength -2 is not that huge of a deal. However, it's cursed. I don't have any remove curse. And it's a scimitar, which I guess we do have an okay Longblades apt, but it's really not, it's not good enough to be worth trying to turn into some kind of endgame weapon. The famous scimitar of Malcolm Rose Gaming at twitch.com. Oh no, they've ruined it. Something, the UI got screwed up. It doesn't fit anymore. They did this specifically to stop me from advertising, perhaps. There we go. We can do it on stone still. Okay, that is Blork. Refresh my memory. Does he have Confuse? He does not. We can just crush him, especially since we just have See Invisible by default. You are the ugliest creature I've ever... Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.